Hi everyone, this is Sarah Fowler, and today I'm going to walk you through what all our church website has to offer because you might not know everything that's on there. So, to access our website, just go when you open your homepage to Google or whatever it may be. You'll just type in fpcweaverville.org, and then it's going to pull up our church website. And where I'm going to focus is along the top here. So, at the top, you see we've got the picture of the church. We've got the name of our church. So this is our home page. There's a lot of stuff on our home page. We're going to put, if you scroll down, like activities that are going to really jump out at you. You're going to see those here. If you keep scrolling, you'll see our church mission statement. And also you'll see there are some changing pictures. Our church has an Instagram account for those of you who do Instagram. Our handle name is just FPC Weaverville, and you can follow us and we'll update lots of things on there. But everything we put on there, we usually also put on our Facebook page as well. And we'll talk about that. So if you keep scrolling down to the bottom of the website, you'll see we've got our mailing address here and our phone number so that you know how to contact us. All of our Wednesday night, or all of our worship time, it's got our Sunday school, Sunday morning worship, and Wednesdays. Over here, if you are on Facebook and you haven't followed us, at the bottom of our website, you can click right here on Facebook. I'm going to do that. And it's going to open up our church page. It's going to go right to it so that you can, it'll look a little bit different for me, but you can look at it. And same thing goes for Instagram. If you have Instagram, this second little click here, that'll take you right to our Instagram page. But we're not really going to go there. We have a Twitter account, but I haven't used it in a while. And then this is for online giving, but we're going to cover online giving here in just a little bit. So I went back to the top. So again, that's our home page. When you go to anytime you hover over one of the categories up here, you're going to have a box that pops up. And it's going to give you different things that you can look at. Or if you want to, have a different view, you can click. So we're going to click about, and all of the drop-down things are over here now. So Pastor Skip wrote a little welcome for everyone who visits our website. So that's what's here. If you go to About FPC, you're just going to click once. It'll tell you again, it's going to show you that mission statement. It's going to go through everything that we believe as a church. It talks about what the PCA is, and then it gives you some links to our catechisms. All right, back up to the top, we've got here, you can click on staff and leadership, and if you click on Pastor Gillikin, it'll take you and let you read his bio. If you click home, that will take you back to the home page. So that's one way to do it. Or if you have a little arrow, I don't know if you can see that says go to the previous page, you can just click that and it'll take you right back. So you can read about all of your staff. This is all of the updated church leadership, deacons, elders, Sunday school, Golden Friends, women in the church. Everything that you need to know is there. You can also click on the missionaries page. It's going to tell you all the missionaries that we currently support and pray for and where they are located. It even lets you know who our RUF guys are. Go back to the top. You've got an I'm new. This is for anyone who might be new to our church. This is where they could go and what to expect on Sunday mornings. It's going to tell them where everything is. And if you, on our website, anytime you see something that's kind of bluish, greenish, that means that you can click on it and it's going to take you. So like this says, the youth Sunday school class is located on the lower level of the educational building. To find a classroom that's right for you, visit our youth Sunday school page. You can click right there and it'll take you to the youth Sunday school page. We'll talk about that later. So, when I was reading this, you probably noticed that I said it's located on the lower level of the educational building. Well, as a new person, they may not be familiar with our campus. So what we've done is you can click here to see a map of our campus. And that's going to take you right here. So this is the front view of our church. Shows you where our sanctuary is, the educational building, our fellowship hall, the nursery, and our church office. Again, you'll have to go up here, go to the previous page, and that'll take you back. And you can continue to read. It's going to talk about how our Sunday morning prelude starts at 10:55, and that's a time where we should be sitting quietly, meditating through the scripture passages, or just a time to be still and focus and pray. It talks about our worship services, what to expect in there, attire, how to become a member, and then at the bottom, it just gives you a contact form that people can contact us. All right, back to the top. So worship, same thing. If you hover over it, it's going to give you a drop-down menu, but we're just going to click on it. And it's going to come up here in a minute. I know that it will. All right. So this talks about all of our Sunday school classes. Talks about the different classes that are offered at FPC. And again, you see here under the men's classroom, under the Where, educational building, room number 9. If you click on it, it's going to take you right back to that map that we just looked at, so people will know where to go. So Sunday school page talks about the different studies that we're doing in the teachers, youth Sunday school, Sunday morning worship. This is actually a really, really resourceful page. So if you come to our Sunday morning worship page, it talks about why we worship, how do we worship, and then you're going to see where it says click here to view our online sermons and weekly bulletins, and we're going to go ahead and do that. And so we're going to talk about our Listen Live page here in a little bit, but it says click here to access all 2020 sermons and worship bulletins. So that's going to take you right there. When we come back to the Listen Live section, we'll talk more about that. But this just will tell you about worship, and you can see that's a picture from our Christmas program a couple years ago, actually. All right, and then it talks about our nursery, and then prayer groups. All right, so we've kind of gone through worship. Let's look at ministries. This is going to talk about all the different ministries that we offer at the church. Now, if you know of a ministry and you don't necessarily see it up here, that's probably just because that ministry is not meeting right now, and we try very hard to keep our website updated and clean. So don't worry if you don't see something up there. It's already, we know about it, I promise you. So this will let you read through all the ministries that we offer. Let's take this one since it's right here in front of us, about ABCCM. Again, where you see it has some blue here in the sentence, you can either drop off your food either in the church office. That's going to link you right to the map if you click on it, or in the sanctuary, same thing. And then please visit their website. So if we clicked right here, that would take us to the ABCCM website. ABCCM Bread Run is part of the men's ministry. You could click on it and read more about the men's ministry and a contact form. So we have all the different things on here. The Be Back ministry that the ladies do, it has information there. All of the Bible studies that we offer, Family Night Supper on Wednesday, if you click there, tells you about it, and it also tells you when the next meal is, what the meal is going to be, and it gives you an option to sign up online. In the future, we're hopefully going to be able to make it to where you can pay online for the meal, but it at least lets you sign up for it. Here's game night. We've got game night on there, Gifts of Grace, Golden Friends. I know we've got a great group that always does Golden Friends. So if you come to the page here, we're going to explore this for a little bit. So Golden Friends, it talks about the ministry. Probably saw that pop up there. A lot of the pictures, if you hover over them, it'll bring up the caption and it'll tell you where the picture was taken. All right, so Golden Friends events. Click here to view and sign up. Let's go ahead and do that. Everything that Golden Friends is doing is going to be listed right here. It's going to tell you the date and the time, the event, what the event is, how much it's going to cost, and then just some more information about it. You can, right here where it says click to register, if you want to sign up for this event, you would click right there. If you aren't sure whether or not you've signed up, you can click right here and it's going to let you know who's registered. And it does that for every event. So that Golden Friends page, those of you that do activities, it's going to be really helpful. I'm just going to click the previous page button again and go back. All right. So I encourage you to look through that. Kitchen bells. You can read about the kitchen bells here. The ladies' exercise class. Our library that our sweet Nell Jean does such a good job with making sure our libraries stay up to date, and it tells you about our libraries, and you can see the pictures. They'll change I think it's set to change every 5 or 6 seconds. Men's ministry, the music ministry page. Of course, I'm going to take you to that page because if you are part of the choir or part of any aspect of the music ministry, this is actually where you're going to want to look. So it will explain everything to you. It talks to you about the different groups that we have, the different Christmas programs. Looks like we need to update our picture. So anybody who is part of the music ministry, it says click here to log in, and you can do that, and it's going to take you to a password protected page. And like everything on our website, the passwords are FPC and the current month on March, and everything is always lowercase. Click the arrow to go on. In choir, it'll show you. Now, if you're not a choir member, don't you go sneaking around on this page. If you scroll through choir, you can see it has all of the hymns and whatnot, and it has links for the choir anthems that we're going to do, so you can listen to those. All right, I just went back to the previous page. Small groups, prayer band. I need to switch those two. They're not in alphabetical order. Wednesday night Bible study, the women's ministry. So lots of things on here. Click here for more information on the spring retreat. So you can explore this. You can, I won't say waste a lot of time, but you can spend a lot of time looking and reading about all the different ministries at the church. All right, so this is the new part to our website. What I'm going to give you now is some new stuff. So we're going to click on daily devotions. This is something with, now that we are under some strict guidelines in terms of how many people can gather at once due to the COVID-19 situation, this page is going to be a great resource for you. So, daily devotions page is going to just give you a little welcome. And then over here, Pastor Skip has, a bunch of us have started a blog. So you can click on Pastor Skip's blog. And you see it's going to do it in, so here's what we updated today. If you keep scrolling down, you can actually, if you want to just read this one, you see it has the little hand, a little Mickey Mouse hand. It goes from an arrow to a hand. You can click on it, and it'll actually just let you read this one. So you can read through. You can like the post. You can share it with people. Let's go back. I'm going to click the back button. But this is the regular, this is just what you would get to if you click Pastor Skip's blog. You can scroll down and read all of his different things that he's posted. There was a spot, I believe, so he's got 3 up here so far. Let's just go ahead and click on one of these again, because there should be a place, I think there's a place somewhere where you can comment. But nevertheless, you can read through his blog. All right, again, I'm going back. I'm just going to keep hitting the back button. All right, and you don't have to keep hitting the back button. Like, you can always just come up here, and I could have clicked daily devotions again, and it would have taken me right back to this page that we're on right now. So you've got the music ministry blog that I'm currently working on. And then at the bottom, I'm here in just a little bit, I'll be uploading videos and recordings. So at the bottom of each of my blogs, I'm going to have a video here, and you can click and you can listen because I'm going to be going through different songs. And you see the one that I started with is He Will Hold Me Fast. So you can read some words that I had about that song, and then, like I said, at the very bottom of each one of these entries will be a video. So keep checking back for that. All right, I'm not going to hit the back button this time. I'm just going to go up here to daily devotions and go to music ministry blog. youth blog. We already looked at that one. So here's, there's some youth devotions on here. And then you see underneath, there's also a games and activities page. I'm going to be working on getting stuff uploaded here pretty soon. So just keep checking back, as it says right here. So like I said, as we go through this period of time where we are not able to meet as a group, this section of the website is going to be a great resource for you, because Pastor Skip and I are making sure that every day there's something new up there. It may be that on weekends, on Saturdays, we don't post anything, but Sundays we'll have our sermons, and that leads us to the listen page. So we looked at this just a little bit earlier. If you click listen up at the top, it's going to bring you right here. Now, everything up until last Sunday is going to be found by clicking here. And we're going to go ahead and do that. So it says click here to access 2020 sermons. It's just the audio and worship bulletins. So you can see that we've got all of the months here. The ones that are in black, obviously, we haven't gotten there yet, so you can't look at those. But since we're in March, let's go to March. So we click on it, and it's going to list the different Sundays. So let's just look at March 1st. Here it says Worship Bulletin. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to show you, if you scroll down, this is what our actual bulletins look like. So you can access our bulletins on the website. And you can go all the way through, all the way to the bottom. It even has his questions to ponder. So we're going to go back. And if we went to audio, we could click on that. It says it's going to bring you up a little pop-up box that says, do you want to allow downloads on FPC Weaverville? If you want to be able to hear the audio, then you would have to click allow. So I'm going to do that. And then it'll bring you to a link. It's going to look different on your page, but it usually will pop up pretty immediately and allow you to listen. I don't have the right stuff installed on my computer, but it won't be that difficult on yours. So you can look at the bulletins, listen to the sermons. I'm going to go back again. I'm going to go back twice. As we navigate through everything, we've started recording our sermons live. So on Sundays, Pastor Skip and I will be posting his sermons. We're going to get back on track with our study in Romans starting this week. So next week it'll look a little bit different, because we're going to have not only a video of Pastor Skip going through the sermon, but we're also going to have a link to a video of what our anthem or our song of the day is going to be. So you'll be able to have two different videos to watch for this coming Sunday. So if you clicked on the video, this is what Pastor Skip and I did this last Sunday. All of these videos, it'll just play it right here on the page. I'm going to pause it. You could also, if you go over to and hover, let your little mouse hover over where it says YouTube, it says watch on youtube.com. You could click on that. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And it's going to pop up, because we have a YouTube page, FPC Weaverville. And you can also access everything there. So I'm going to get out of that and go back. So this is another great resource for you. These two pages, Daily Devotions and the Listen, are going to be really good. All right, news and info. Again, same thing. If I let the little mouse hover over where it says news and info, you have a drop-down menu, and you could just click on any one of those, and that's actually what I'm going to do. Click on weekly announcements. And it's going to, again, anything that's in blue is something that you can click on. So let's look at the weekly announcements for this current week. They've probably changed a little bit, but this is what in our Sunday morning bulletins, when the announcements page, this is what they are. So you can read through everything. This is exactly what's in the church bulletin. So there you have it. You can read through all of those. I'm going to go back to the previous page. Now, calendar of events. This is pretty cool. click here to access the church calendar. We wanted to make it easier and just put the calendar here, but we have this awesome calendar online that not a lot of people know about. So I'm excited that you're going to get to see it if you haven't seen it yet. So click here to access the church calendar. Check this out. It's interactive. Isn't that fun? So you could go to the previous month, you could go to the next month and see what things are happening. But this is everything that's going on at the church every single day. It's going to let you know what our church has to offer, and you are able to click on things. If you hover over it with your mouse and it's underlined, that means you can probably click on it. So as you see, we've even got on here, listen to the sermons on our website. This calendar is Elaine's baby. She does an amazing job with keeping this calendar updated. So make sure you thank her for everything that she is doing for this. All right, so that's our calendar. You can explore. Like I said, you could go to the next month, and this is everything that's happening for April. Lord willing, we'll be back on track, but you just never know. So we'll play it by ear. All right, so going back, for this, if you click and go to the calendar page, you actually do have to, oh, sorry about that. You have to hit the back button, and I went through 2 pages, so I have to keep hitting it. All right, monthly newsletter. Now, for church members only, you can read our monthly newsletter online. For the security of our members, we keep it password protected so that nobody could access phone numbers or email addresses or anything like that if they're not members of the church. Again, if you know the password, click here for access. That same password, again, remember what it is the FPC and whatever month it is, and that'll take you right to the newsletter. Church directory, this is the exact same thing. We keep that protected. We don't want anybody that's not part of our church to have access to that information. So you can click to log in, and there you go. Resources, we're going to click that. We're going to be adding to this page some. So these are just different links to different websites that you could access. So if you want to read more about the PCA Church, you could click here. Same thing with our, just these other online resources. We're going to be looking to put different ones on there soon, but that's just another thing that you can explore. All right, so we've gone through almost everything. So let's go to the Give. This is a new feature that we've added. So, online giving. It gives you an option of doing your tithing online. You can give to the building fund, the needy fund, and also any events that are going on at the church, like Golden Friends events. We're also going to be putting those under the online giving section so that you could go online and pay. So we've developed actually there's an online giving website that we're going to go to. So we're going to click Give Now. And that's going to take you to our online giving page. Now, if you didn't want to scroll through and read everything, you knew exactly what you wanted to do, you could just click right up here. But I encourage you to scroll down and look at this. So you've got an option here of the weekly and monthly tithes. You type in the amount. So if you wanted to give $1, you could just type 1 or 1.00, and then you click donate, and it's going to take you actually let's go ahead and do that so you can see it. You click donate, it's going to take you to a quote-unquote shopping cart, just like if you're online shopping from a store. You can double check, okay, yes, that's the exact amount I want to give. Okay, and then you're going to check out, and when you check out, it's going to ask you to put in a few things. So it's going to ask you to put in your email address, because it's going to send you a receipt to that email address. You'll put in your name, and then it's going to walk you, once you hit next, fill out all of that and hit next, it'll walk you through your payment information, and you can put your card information right there online. Everything is very secure, so nothing to worry about there. All right, we're going to go back. I'm going to hit the back button. All right, so again, we're at our giving page. If we kept scrolling down, you'll see underneath weekly and monthly tithes, the FPC Building Fund, and you could donate to that. It tells you about it, what it is, the FPC Needy Fund. And underneath this is where if there are any Maybe we can add family night supper up here as well, but like Golden Friends events, they are going to be underneath this, and it's going to tell you what the actual event is and how much it is, and you would click to pay. You can, if you have any questions, you can fill out the contact form, and that's going to send it directly to our church email address. Again, you'll see here at the bottom, you've got that Facebook and the Instagram link. If you do some online giving and then you're like, oh, let's go look at the Facebook page, you could do that if you wanted to. All right, so that's our online giving. This portal is going to be very helpful for everyone. All right, we're going to hit the back button again because there's one more thing we want to explore on our website. So we're back to the church website, the online giving page. Let's hit contact. If you ever have any prayer requests or any questions, and the church office may not be open, you can always come to the website and hit contact. Fill out the form. It's going to ask for your name. If it's got an asterisk by it, that means that it's required. You have to put that in there. So your name, your email address, just a quick subject, what it's about, and then you can write your message, type your message here. You hit submit, and that'll go directly to the church. I think that's all on that page. All right, so I'm going to go back to the home page just for a minute. So we've gone through a lot, but that's our website in a nutshell. There's a lot of stuff on there, so I really do encourage you to spend some time looking through the church website. A lot of good stuff up there, especially the our new online devotions section. The ability to listen and watch the sermons as we're unable to meet for a couple of weeks, and then also online giving, but really just everything else on there, especially that calendar. I love that calendar. If you have any questions at all, please let us know. Don't hesitate to ask them. I know that technology can be a great thing. It can also be a scary thing, and it can be a frustrating thing. It can encompass all of the emotions. So please don't ever hesitate to ask. You know how to contact the church office. You know that phone number. The email address for the church office is first, like the word first, PCA at fpcweaverville.com. You can also, if you have any questions, you can contact me directly at fpcwmusicministry@gmail.com. So enjoy your exploration period. And again, if you have any questions, let us know. We love you all.